Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome to Doki Doki 12 Hours. Apparently, it's using some other mod's save data. Let's just jump right into it. This is a mod where MC has 12 hours to live. 12 hours? What can someone do with 12 hours? I can barely figure out what to do for 5 minutes, but 12 hours? What am I going to tell the girls? What am I going to tell the girls? I don't think I could tell them now. Or, not now. All I want to do is spend some time with them. Even if I spent time with each girl starting right now, I would have, let's see, only 3 hours? I sigh. My emotions can be dealt with later. I need to be with them. I can feel myself involuntarily pacing around my room. How can I do this? How is anyone supposed to do this? If only I didn't know what was happening. It's funny. Sayori once asked me that, if it was possible, would I want to know how much longer I had left to live. Back then, I'm sure I would have answered yes to her question. Morbid curiosity, I suppose. But in reality, it's hell knowing just how little time I have left. Where I thought I would feel relief, I actually feel misery. Whatever. I may as well put the day in motion. Carpe diem, as they say. I need to make a plan. First and foremost, I need to see Sayori. She's been my best friend for as long as I can remember, probably even longer than that. I pull my phone out of my pocket while marveling at just how well I feel for someone who won't live until tomorrow. I move the device to my ear and wait for the rings to end. Come on, Say, please pick up.
Holly, do you know how early it is?
It's so good to hear her voice again, even if it is through yawns. I look at the clock and see that it says 12:03 p.m. I smile. Hey, Sayori, we should hang out today. It's been a while. Sayori's voice perks up and sounds like she had been awake for hours.
Yeah, see you in 5 minutes. Bye!
She's so happy and innocent, I just hope I can give her one last good day before I go. I rush to get ready. I can't believe this is happening to me. There are just some things in life that you can't account for, like a sick parent or a mugging. And then there's the mother of all bombshells. The fact that you're running out of time. Time is the one thing that we have the least of. I wipe my eyes. Have I been crying? I hadn't even noticed. Oh well, I can't keep stalling like this. I need to see her one last time. She should be ready by now. I lock my door behind me and walk to the short distance between our houses. I feel a sense of dread welling up inside of me. There's this nagging voice in the back of my head. Maybe I shouldn't. Sayori would understand, right? Oh, who am I kidding? I can't do that to her. She deserves better. Crossing her walkway, I bring my fist up to knock on her door. There isn't even the opportunity to knock twice before Sayori opens the door.
Hi, Holly. Are you ready for a fun day?
My best friend smiles at me with a childlike wonder in her eyes. Every time I see her, even if it's for just a single moment, all of the troubles in the world seem to disappear. If only she could truly make all of my troubles go away. I can't believe that I'm really about to leave her alone. I love Sayori to pieces. I can't just do that. What kind of cruel, unfeeling higher power did this to me? I've been dealt the worst hand in this game of poker that we call life, and now others have to deal with that reality.
Holly? Hello? Is anybody home?
Oh, right. Yo! Sayori smiles at my gap while rushing beside me. It's a little surprising how enthusiastic she is. She's happily skipping along, humming some random song. Thank goodness she doesn't know what's really going on. I would be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. But I'm also grateful that she doesn't know. That would absolutely crush her.
So, what are we going to do today?
I was thinking about, maybe the park?
Yes, let's go!
Heh, I figured that's how she would react. God, it's been ages since I've even thought about the park. I remember how our parents would always take us to the park when we were younger so we could wreak havoc and have all sorts of misadventures. We would run around searching for buried pirate treasure or build a rocket ship to go to space. Sayori and I always begged for 5 more minutes, our parents agreeing begrudgingly. Years of laughter and shouts of joy play in my head. Of course, as time went on, we would gradually lose interest in the park and childish things like playing pretend. Looking at it now, there's something funny about that. I've spent the past few years thinking I was way too mature to go to the park to be creative. Leave that to the little ones, you know? But right now, I don't think there's anything else that I'd rather be doing. I just want to hang out at the park and have fun with my best friend, just like when we were younger. Sayori is happily bouncing alongside. She really hasn't changed from being the little girl that was excited to have a best friend with her all the time. I wonder if she's thought about the park or our childhood a lot. I could go days without thinking of it, only to have memories play on the loop next. It's hard to believe that this will be her last memory of our time at the park. No! I can't keep thinking like that. If I'm going to do it with a smile, damn it. Even if it kills me. Well... Okay, maybe that's a poor choice of words. But this will be a day she remembers. It's a nice day outside, especially since it's been non-stop raining for the past few days. At least the weather won't make this day any worse than it already is. Sayori is mostly silent on the walk to the park, which is a little unsettling since she usually hates the quiet. I guess I could start a conversation so she doesn't have to. Hey Sayori, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, Hallie. Just trying to wake up a little more.
I'm shocked, Say. You? Tired? Never! Sayori stops for a second, seemingly catching on to what I'd said. She whirs around to face me, clearly distraught by my egregious betrayal. It's egregious. Oh, the humanity.
Hey! That's really mean, Hallie. I'm not always tired. Just most of the time.
I wince. I feel a little bad for making fun of her for that. You meant fun of her. I know she can't help it, but at least she started therapy recently, which has helped her in that regard. She was prescribed antidepressants, which seemed to be good for her. She seems a lot happier than she used to, at least more genuinely. I'm happy for her, but I can't help but feel guilty for not being able to do more to help her. She tells me that I help her enough, but I just feel like I could have done more. It's cruel. Even if I had all of the time in the world, I still wouldn't have been able to do anything to help her. It'll take a long time, and that's the one thing that I don't have. There's a lump in my throat. My own mortality is getting in the way of me and my best friend. This isn't fair. Sayori and I already made plans for that after school. Hell, the whole club had plans. Why did this happen to me? Why, out of everyone on the planet, did it have to be me? Huh? I'm pulled out of my thoughts by Sayori running ahead of me, squealing like a child.
Come on, Hallie. Catch me if you can. You're it. Catch me if you can.
The sounds of my childhood beckon me forward. I start running towards my best friend, reaching out in vain, trying to tag her. When we were younger, I was always the king of tag. No one could outrun me, and no one could get to me. It seems I'm still great at tag because I reach my friend with little effort.
Hey, that's not fair!
Sayori calls out to me, but that falls on deaf ears. I must win. This is my domain. She chases me round and round, but I'm always one step faster. Seeing her try so hard to get me is always funny. We're both laughing, the joy of childhood thrilling us. It's been forever since I've been this happy, which is funny given my current circumstances. Wait, where is she? I turn back, expecting to see my friend, but there's nothing but a wide-open patch of grass. Sayori? She must have heard my call since she laughed from somewhere, but I still can't see her.
Hallie, you have to come find me!
I should have guessed that she would have wanted to play hide-and-seek while we were here. This was one of her favorite games. She never really was the greatest at hiding, but I always played along, making her believe that she was the bestest hide-and-seeker in the planet, which was a self-proclaimed title on the planet. I'm very thankful that she never lost the childlike spark. Okay, Sayori, I'm coming to find you! I meander around, casually checking every single one of her favorite spots as I go. I guess she's improved since our childhood. She doesn't seem to be there, either. Every now and then, she'll tease me, calling out from her hiding spot. I'll get her back for this vicious mockery, I swear it.
You're getting closer!
Her voice seems to be much louder on this side of the path. That's it! On one of our expeditions, we discovered a little alcove which was a beautiful recessed area. We were dumbfounded by the view of the water and fell in love instantly. As the years went by, it became a second home to us. It's almost worth it to spend the last few hours here, but I can't do that to the others. I slowly approach the entrance. Yeah, you don't need the second E when it's just entrance. Trying not to draw any attention to myself. I've got her now! She's giggling madly from the hideaway. She must think she's won. I step back from the entryway, counting myself down as if I actually had everything planned to a millisecond. 3, 2, 1. I rush into the clearing. This takes my coral-haired friend by surprise. I stop in the middle of the clearing, taken aback by the staple of my childhood. It's just how I remember it. Sayori is distraught at my victory.
Wow! How are you able to find me?
I have the opportunity to be smug now, and you bet I'm taking it. I don't know. Maybe I've become the bestest seeker ever after years of being inferior to you hiding capabilities. York. I put on my best evil laugh and Sayori loses it. I can feel myself doing the same, hoping the laughs don't turn into coughs. I plop down next to my best friend, trying to catch my breath. That's funny. I'm never this out of breath, even after running for a while. What's even funnier is that, in spite of that, I haven't felt this great in a long time. I can't help but wonder if she feels the same way. I don't even get the opportunity to ask before my friend speaks up.
I've missed this, Hallie. We should come here more often.
There's that lump in my throat again. Yeah. Sayori turns to face me. Her expression is more serious than I've seen from her in a long time. She asks a question that breaks my heart.
But do you think we'll be like this forever? The two of us coming here and having fun like this?
I can't possibly tell her now. That would ruin every good feeling that we just had. I have to think about what I say next very carefully. Until the end of time, Sayori. She sighs contentedly and leans on me sideways, the both of us staring silently out onto the water. This feels natural. If only this moment could last forever. The way the sun's rays bounce off of the surface of the water creates a calming, endearing feel. It almost seems like the world is standing still just for us to look at the ongoing, endless sea ahead. I want to sit here with her, watch life go by forever. But that's impossible. Pardon me. Time's cruel arrow marches on, not caring about who or what it hurts. Cruel arrow? You mean like... what? My time will end soon, so I have to keep moving, running away from the inevitable. Rising from the bench with a yawn and a stretch, I face my friend. Hey, Say. I had a lot of fun today. But, I should probably get going. It's going to get pretty busy for me.
Oh, okay, Hallie. I'm gonna go home and take a nap since someone rudely woke me up early. Thanks for today, I loved it.
It's great to see her smile like this. At least I made her happy for the little while I did. If there's anybody I want by my side when the day ends, it's definitely her above all else. That gives me an idea. Hey, you want to come over to my place around 10:30 tonight? There's something I want to talk about.
Sure, we can make it a sleepover. I'll bring snacks.
She trots ahead of me, sprinting back to the direction we came with her usual smile and see you tomorrow. If only that were true, my friend. If only. Christ, if I keep this up, I'll be too depressed to do anything else. I stop. It just crossed my mind that I have no idea where to go or who to see next. Well, I guess I could... Huh? A call? My phone lights up to reveal a call from Natsuki. Well, I suppose my mind was made up for me.
Hey, Hallie, I just got a new mixer for baking. You wanna bake with me or whatever?
That's funny. I was just about to ask you if you wanted to bake cupcakes or something.
Cool, I'll be ready in 10 minutes.
Well, that was easy. Wait, 10 minutes? That's way too soon. If I start running, I can... Ah! It feels like 1,000 knives are piercing my stomach all at once. Ouch! There's a pressing feeling in my lungs. They feel like they're being pinched in. I hack my lungs up for the next few minutes. The fall must have caused me to start coughing little droplets of blood. Damn it! You can feel like shit later, Hallie. You need to see her now. After about 5 minutes of running, I make it back home, but that doesn't leave me a lot of time to clean up and get ready. Come on, man. Just take some medicine and you'll be fine. Deal with the pain when she leaves. Opening the cabinet quickly, I pull some meds out and down them with water. I can't help but cough again, causing a rough and sandpapery feeling in my throat. I spit into the sink. A faint set of knocks on the door tell me that there's no more time to waste. I wipe my mouth and head for the door. Stepping outside, I come face to face with Natsuki. She's slightly irritated about waiting.
Took you long enough, it's freezing out here.
Always pleasant to be yelled at right out of the gates. Sorry about that, I was taking some medicine when you knocked. Hearing that, a seldom-seen expression comes across her face. She looks thrown off, almost concerned.
Oh, we don't have to do this if you aren't feeling well, Hallie.
Oh, no. I search in my mind for an excuse. I just had a headache to take care of.
Okay.
She seems to buy it, but she still has a cautious look in her eyes. I hope she doesn't suspect that anything is off that could mess everything up for the rest of the day. We walk inside and head directly for the kitchen.
Ah, this kitchen is a dump. How do you cook food in this thing?
Thanks, Nat. Always one to make you feel good about yourself. Honestly, I usually just microwave what I eat. I don't remember the last time I actually cooked food. I don't see what's wrong with the kitchen anyway. That seems to be the exact wrong thing to say. Natsuki casts daggers at me with her eyes. Let's just hope she never finds out what Sayori eats on a regular basis. She turns back to the oven, clearing it off to make room for a series of bowls and mixes.
Do you have everything we need? Eggs? Milk?
Well, damn. You would think she'd ask these questions before coming over with all of her supplies. Thank goodness I just went to the store a couple of days ago. Angering Natsuki even further would sentence me to an even sooner demise. Let's try to avoid that for as long as possible. Yeah, check the second shelf near the back. Natsuki calls back to me from the opened fridge.
Got it. Could you help me with the batter?
Man, I was hoping she wouldn't ask that. I feel like crap. But if it makes her happy, then who am I to refuse? I make my way the oven to stand next to my pink-haired friend, trying as hard as possible to look as unfazed and unbothered as possible, while my stomach is doing. This is actually the wrong version of unfazed. It would be F-A-Z-E-D. What do you need me to do, Your Confectionery Highness?
Let's see, I'm going to need you to crack some eggs when I say.
Sounds simple enough. Natsuki turns back to the stove, where she begins to add flour and salt into a bowl, followed by baking powder. I didn't even know I had baking powder. She takes another bowl and adds more ingredients than I care to keep track of. She seems to know what she's doing. Natsuki looks quite at peace when she's baking. Hey, I've got an idea. So, how about we invite the others over tonight and have a little get-together with the cupcakes as snacks?
You just read my mind, Hallie. That's a great idea. I know, I'm a genius.
She smirks at me. So that solves one problem. Hopefully the others don't have any plans for the day. I wonder how they'd react to the news. Oh well, Natsuki told me she needed the eggs cracked, and by golly, I'm the best dang egg cracker in the whole dang universe, dang it. At least that's how it felt when she didn't yell at me for messing it up.